Chapter 8, Fraud and the Control of Cash. Our learning objectives here describe the necessity for and the features of a good internal control system. Define cash and list the objectives for handling cash, and identify the procedures for controlling cash receipts and disbursements. Now, fraud will take place if people are determined enough to do it. There has to be three things in play, though. First of all, the person who's going to commit the fraud has some financial pressure and sees the opportunity within the business to commit fraud. And then once they do commit fraud, they can rationalize it by saying, well, the business deserved it, they've got more money than they need, what have you. We can't do anything about financial pressure, rationalization, but we can make the opportunity something that will be difficult to achieve and make it such that when fraud is committed, then perhaps we can catch it that quicker. Now, an effective internal control system is one designed to protect assets against theft, to ensure accurate and reliable data for our accounting records. Now, companies protect their assets by doing a number of things. First of all, segregate employees' duties. That is, don't let the person who handles cash also handle the recording of the cash receipt in the books. Assign specific duties to each employee. Rotate employees so that one employee is not doing the same job all the time. And by rotating them, then the other person comes in, they can see if something's been going on. And the use of mechanical devices. On top of that, management can set up internal audits on a periodic basis to ensure that all procedures are being complied with. Now, controlling cash. If I'm going to steal from a company, if I steal a television or a computer or anything else, it has a serial number and can be traced. But cash, nobody records the serial numbers. It's easily folded and put in your wallet and then walk out the door. So cash is the one you really have to protect against. So to control and manage cash, the company should account for all transactions accurately. Make sure that there's enough cash available to pay bills as they come due. Avoid holding too much idle cash on site in order to prevent loss or theft or fraud. To control cash receipts, prepare a record of all cash receipts as soon as cash is received. Most thefts of cash occur when a record is made of the receipt. Before a record is made. Once a record is made, it's easier to trace the theft. Deposit everything in the bank, okay, so that the bank now has a record of what was received. Arrange the duties of employees who handle cash not to record the receipts in the records. So make all cash disbursements by check, so the bank also has a record of what was paid. Require that all checks are serial numbered, so if there's a number missing, then that's an indication that something's happened. Require 2 signatures on each check for that. So here, to conclude, arrange duties so that employees who authorize payment of bills does not sign the checks. Require approval documents to support every check. Instruct employees authorizing cash disbursements to make certain that payment is for legitimate purposes. Stamp the supporting documents as being paid so that they can't be used again. Arrange duties so that those employees who sign checks neither have access to the canceled checks or do they prepare the bank reconciliation. Have an employee who has no other cash duties prepare a bank reconciliation, and that's something that should be done every month. That is, you reconcile your accounting records with a bank's accounting records because you ran all cash receipts through the bank and you paid out all bills by check through the bank. And you voided all checks.